LSN, in cooperation with Interface Video, presents Lancaster Golden Gales Tournament Basketball. The Gale Force is funded in part by All-Star Auto Care. All-Star, providing full-service auto maintenance and repair on all makes and models, including Mercedes-Benz, by a factory-trained master technician. Located at 283 Cedar Hill Road in Lancaster, at All-Star Auto Care, experience counts. Owners Rick and Pam Barnett extend best of luck in the tournaments. By Professional Screen Printing. Professional Screen Printing has served our community and Central Ohio for over 45 years, providing silk screening and embroidery services, along with a large selection of specialty items to also help promote your company, school, university, as well as golf, bowling, and little leagues. Professional Screen Printing, located at 742 North Broad Street beside North School. There's something new at Gary Sunoco. He's still your full-service center offering quality fuel, tire rotation, tune-ups, and major and minor repairs, but Gary is proud to announce that he is now a U-Haul dealer. You can rent dollies, hand carts, and local and one-way rentals of trucks and trailers. Gary Sunoco with easy access, located right off Route 33 at 1100 North Memorial Drive, your newest local U-Haul dealer. By Edwards Insurance. At the Edwards Insurance Agency, located at 650 East Main Street, they've been serving Lancaster since 1952. They can take care of your needs from auto, home, health, business to bonds, motorcycles, motorhomes, and mobile homes. You can reach Todd or Dale Edwards at 653-4004. Edwards Insurance, your independent insurance agency. And by Glass City Barbecue, offering a full menu featuring appetizers, salads, entrees, specializing in pulled pork sandwiches, along with your favorite cold beverage. Let Glass City Barbecue host your next event, banquet, or class reunion. For atmosphere, great food, and a location easy to find, Glass City Barbecue, 391 Lincoln Avenue in Lancaster, open 7 days a week.
Hello and welcome everybody. Jim Campetti along with Jack Greathouse at the Ohio Expo Center Coliseum for the regional final tonight between Lancaster High School, obviously the Gale Force against Cincinnati Elder. Welcome Jack, and welcome a huge crowd that's turned out to see this game.
I'll tell you what, if you're not at this game, you're in the minority, because this is what it's all about. This is why, and I've said this before, this is why when you're a little kid you go out in a driveway and you shoot shots, you shovel the snow, so you can have a place for the ball to bounce. This is why you do it, to be able to play in games like this. And
Definitely, without a doubt. Just the excitement level is building. They're introducing everybody right now. And, the first thing that strikes you is the size of this Elder team, but don't let it fool you. They play really well. Of course, the opening tip-off, we want to thank Sugar Bears Pizzeria every game so far this year, and this tournament they've sponsored the opening tip-off. And Sugar Bears located at 147 Cedar Hill Road. Have great appetizers, salads, pasta, subs, and pizzas from 7 to 17 inches that you can create with your choice of toppings for a special treat. You'll want to try their apple or cherry dessert pizzas. Kids' meals are available along with daily lunch specials for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery. Sugar Bears Pizzeria open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., Sunday 4 to 9, closed Mondays. And as always, Sugar Bears Pizzeria proud to bring you Gale Force basketball. And Jack, we talked a little about the size in this tip-off that we talked about. The Gales definitely have a huge size advantage tonight.
Well, no doubt. That's the one thing coming in here that we are definitely have an advantage. Elder has had trouble with taller teams, but as much as you say that, you still have to beat them and you still have to do it. But I think these guys are ready. I think the coaches have worked and prepared very hard. They were up here. They saw Elder the other night, as a lot of us did. And I just think that tonight's our night. Now, I'm not making predictions, but, my heart's in this now. And that's why I got to apologize to everybody that was watching the game last week. I did go silent, and me being silent, I know that's a miracle in itself. But I was just, when you put your heart and soul,
right,
and you bleed and sweat in this program as long as I have, and I was blessed to take it over from some guys. I know Coach Reed and Coach Shoemaker and the guys even before that, Coach Bowman. I mean, I can go back And then here for that many years, Jim, and to be able to see what this is, that I still am. I'm like a father looking down.
You're still
on
a part
this.
of it. You're still
very
a part
much
of it.
a part of it, and I'm just so pleased with what's going on, and it's so exciting. I just, hey, we got to get this one, then we got 2 more to go.
Without a doubt, the Gales come into tonight's game and trying to just make this state tournament. They played their hearts out the other night and won what was a very amazing game and a game finish for the Gales. It took a last-second tip in to win the game and to be able to face Elder. We talked a little bit also that this is really the first time, with as big as the Central District is, the first time the Gales are now playing foes that are outside that they have no knowledge of as far as being in their area or watching them play. Up till this point, it's pretty much been a Columbus area, Central Ohio area school that they've played each week.
Well, that's right, and of course Elder, in their tournament they beat Kings High School by 18, Lakota East by 12. They beat Centerville by 3 and beat Reynoldsburg by 19. But you look at their size, 6'3", 5'11", 5'11", 6'3", and 6'5", so it really is,
I'll tell you, the student sections tonight are the best, the 2 best we've seen all year. The Gales obviously always bring a great one, but it's going to be their match too with Elder. Tip off here. McKnight gets a tip, gets it to Carr, inside to Lucas, and the Gales don't get it, but there's McKnight up for the double, and that's 2 for McKnight right away. 6'6" junior comes through off the boards, and boy, Jack, that's a nice thing to see from the other night because that's the one area the Gales weren't hitting the offensive and defensive boards, and right away they come up with a big rebound.
Well, one of the things, too, is because, Brookhaven's pretty strong on the boards. That's one of their strengths, where Elder it's not. So, we should be able to control the boards tonight.
Bovard with the ball, gets it to Kirsting. The Gales playing some tough defense and need to seal off these boards against the shorter team here. One and done has got to be the Gales theme tonight. Inside now against McKnight. Boy, he's given up a lot. He wisely kicks the ball back out. Now he'll try, fake the 3, back inside. Good ball movement right over the top of McKnight. Nice job, and that's almost a Princeton-style offense, Jack.
Well, they're very patient when they have to be. Now, it's interesting to see what they're going to do on defense. You got a turnover there, but that's okay. We'll settle down. We'll settle down a little bit. And, they were, a little bit confusing because they had 2 guys coming at Kevin, and he wanted to throw it, and then saw he wasn't there, so he tried to hold up. But that happens.
So now Elder will put the ball in play. Score tied at 2. Both teams play solid defense. So this is going to be a great matchup. Elder obviously really controls the ball, looks for a really good shot, and there's their first turnover. And same thing there, just a little miscommunication.
Right.
One thing we didn't touch on that we talked about in the previous game, but this is the first time Elder's seen this floor this year. They just drove up, 2 hours to play in this game. This is the 5th, I believe, Jack, the 5th of the 6 Gales for their game.
6th time, and it's their 2nd game because they played Reynoldsburg the other night. So, but the way they played, they come out and shot it real well the other night, and I'd like to think we can put more pressure on than what Reynoldsburg did.
Jordan Lucas brings it over into the hands of Carr. Carr splits the defense, loses the ball. Went right into the heart of that defense. Now stolen by McKnight. McKnight off to a good start. That was a foul, and they call it. That was a good call. Came from the backside, and a very good call by the official. Number 22, Marty Kirsting, the 6'3" senior from Elder. This Elder team doesn't have a lot of seniors. This is a team you're probably going to see back here next year.
Well, a lot of people in Cincinnati, the guy from the Cincinnati Enquirer, whatever the other night, said they're the 4th best team in Ohio, in Cincinnati, and he thought next year will be their year. Now, I hope he's right. I hope next year is their year.
McKnight, who's already hit the first bucket, just off the edge, almost got the tip, but there's the tall Lightnecker, and boy, you see one thing early. The Gales are going to have their way inside if they just hustle, and they are.
Well, that's one thing. They cannot stop us inside. It's just very, very evident even in this early going.
Here's a long 3 by Elder. Count it. Nothing but net for Paul Ratterman as Ratterman puts it home. 5-4. Elder leads over the middle, and that's a blocking foul.
Yeah, sure is. That's 2, I believe, right?
Yeah, and that's the same thing. The one thing you can't do on either side right now is try to, weave into someone. If you're not set there, you just got to let them go right by you. Boy, that could be huge.
That's big because he's really obviously one of their best three-point shooters, and now he's got 2, and it messes with their rotation. They like to bring 5 new people in at one time, and one of them they just had to bring in right now.
Well, and anytime you're a shooter and you're not on the floor, and boy, McKnight's, the brothers playing well tonight.
No doubt about it.
Bretter.
I like how we're off and starting and running and playing, and you've got both McKnights and Lightnecker have all scored, and that's a great sign.
Gales up 6-5. Out top, guarded by McKnight. Into the corner, fakes the 3. A little bit of a stutter step there.
Yeah, I was going to say now, Kesterting's not a three-point shooter.
Not inside. Ball's loose. Knocked out. Can't quite come up with it. Back. He'll fake the 3, take it inside, and it's off the rim. And, boy, the Gales are sealing off. One and done. That's what we talked about, and they're doing it so far.
And we're going to get some fast break points on them, too.
What a spin move. Oh, just can't get it to go. McKnight made a nice move inside. Just couldn't get it to drop.
Great action so far. These two teams really playing hard right from the get-go. I don't know where he's going in there.
Yeah, well, he doesn't either. And, boy, you're going to see that be a theme tonight, I'm sure, for the Gales. Guard the perimeter, let him drive a little bit around you, because if you can get back, Carr fakes the 3, boy, he's mauled.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, now Elder is a team, they will foul quite a bit. And I think we're a pretty good free throw shooting team, and I don't think you want to put us to the line.
No, I definitely don't think that. So they're going to call that on the floor on the drive. And Gales will take it out.
Lucas wide open.
For 3, it looks good. Oh, just off the top of the rim. That looked good from where we were at. Gales still leads 6-5. Quickly down the court. Nice shot. Hamrick puts it home.
Well, they are very skilled, and that's the thing they can do in the open floor if they stop and go. But this is what we can do.
Oh, my! Count it, baby. McKnight drills it home. And, boy, he knew what he was doing the minute he got that ball. And that silenced the Elder side.
I like what I see so far out of this Gale team. I really do. I like the way we're playing.
Inside now, McKnight. No, yeah, he gets the foul. Gets the foul inside. That time they let him come to the side. You just can't let him get that good a position because the official's going to see, and that's what we've talked about a lot of times with players. If it looks like a foul, even if you don't touch him, if you're in bad position, they're going to call it. Yeah,
no doubt, and that's one thing coming in, Coach Coffin. Yesterday on his board, he was in there writing, and we got to keep our guys out of foul trouble. And really, it's not bad. That's our first foul. We played a good, and normally officials call it tight early to get control of it. So I like, we're not in any foul trouble yet. We just got to be smart. I like how we're starting out here.
Kirsty misses the first, second one up, looks short. It is. Carr gets the rebound. Nice seal out by the Gales on all positions. Now Carr up quickly, had Lightnecker quickly, but elected to run the set play. And you got height advantage too, that's not a bad thing. Lucas, boy, that was a little tough shot there and knocked out. And I think Lucas and them were getting into a little bit of a tussle. Blocked by McKnight inside, but quickly up. And you got to get back on D right there. They got burnt down the road a little bit by a couple, but 9-8, this game's back and forth, Jack.
Yeah, it really is. And Rudolph, their big scorer, has not scored. He hasn't even had the ball inside yet, so that's really a good thing.
Now we got a call going the other way. And it's going to be on Lightnecker for pushing off. And Lightnecker looked at the official right away and said, he's holding my jersey. Mm-hmm. But, a lot of times, and this is where you got, as a player, you have to maintain it. Even if you're held, even if you're touched, you can't do that retaliation push-off because how many times you hear it? It's the second one they usually see and call.
Yeah, it is, and I think what you have to do is you just have to tell the official, sir, please watch him. He's holding my jersey.
Yep.
It's an unfair advantage, and just be respectful about it, and that's another turnover.
So the Gales force another turnover with some tight defense, and here comes that rotation, Jack, and you'll notice it's not 5, it's 4. And that 4 because number 4 for Elder, Paul Ratterman, picked up 2 quick fouls.
Yeah, and Ratterman's really a nice player for them too. But Rudolph, that's the big story now. He's their big gun, number 30, a sophomore linebacker, I guess, in football, and he has not even touched the ball that I know of down low. So this is big.
So now the pressure as they trap. Crossed McKnight. Inside, Tate pulls up for the jumper. Way off and off brother's hands. Good call.
And this is something now that Coach talked about. He threw around some ideas. Well, okay, well, do we sub just to kind of – well, no, we're going to do what we do. But you certainly want to gain some points here while they have their so-called second unit in.
Absolutely. The other thing there with the Gales had both McKnight and Lightnecker on that 3-on-2 fast break. You like to see that shot taken all the way inside maybe so they can use that height. So the Gales now man-to-man. Here's a long 3 attempted, and off the mark into the hands of McKnight, and Carr now will bring it across. I'm impressed so far with Elder's pressure on the point. They do a nice job of pressuring the guards.
Yes, they do. And they have to because they can't play us inside. They just can't.
Inside, McKnight can't get it to fall. Nobody there for rebounding that time as they all faded back, and now quickly Elder back. So both teams in a little bit of a scoring drought now.
If you're Elder, you want to take more time here, but they keep shooting. You know, they shot that 3 a little bit ago. Of course, it was wide open, but, you know, if you want this to be effective, I think you got to take time.
Absolutely. Here's another 3, and in and out, and that's their first offensive rebound. McKnight up, tried to block it, gets it. There's his brother for the rebound.
And here's what we can do. We can – oh, my.
And McKnight somehow comes up with it. Somehow he came up with that ball, and that was good hustle.
Yes, it was.
Elder faithful wanted a fan, and, boy, they are all over out front. Yeah, I actually thought they fouled him down.
I did too. I thought it was a foul, but, again, you didn't get that. Now, we are subbing. Now, Coach is going to sub, but he normally does this, so he's not changed anything, which I think is a real good move.
Stoughton comes in along with Swinehart, and that is, as you said, a normal first quarter late substitution to give Lightnecker and Lucas a rest.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you'll see Chris or Brett take a little breather here too. I think he's just going to rotate, keep them a little bit fresh. But you know what? At this point in the season, if you can't stay, I mean, these guys want to be out there, I'm sure, you know, all 32 minutes.
No doubt about it.
Long inbounds, little trouble there.
And they're fouling. I'll tell you what.
They're going to get to the free throw line a lot.
We are going to pick up some big points at the foul line here. We just got to draw a couple more, and we're at the line.
Well, you know, and free throw shooting changed a whole lot when they put the 10-shot rule in where you get double bonus, because it really makes it harder for teams to really, even bad free throw shooting teams, they get a lot more chances than they used to. And they're going to call it. And that's, I'll tell you what that's going to do. That's going to change everything Elder does, because they are a pressure defense, and if you can't apply the pressure, it's going to change it.
Well, I think the officiating, knock on wood, is going to be in our favor because they are calling it very tight and hand checks. And that's how they're used to playing in Cincinnati. And with a smaller team, you have to be able to do that. I think that really plays into our hands.
I agree. He's telling them right away. He even told their coach there, you got to keep their hands off. Boy, McKnight just doesn't have that touch right away early. He normally has that. I'm sure he'll get it before this game's over. He's getting great position. And no one on the ball, and now out for the 3 and buried. And 4-point lead for Elder. Boy, it doesn't seem like Elder's outplayed Lancaster to this point.
Not at all, but they've hit a couple big threes.
Now that's what Lancaster's got to be careful. That was a quick shot. They made it. But, boy, you want to make sure that size is down there to rebound.
That's a great point. But also, you know, they need to get in a flow, and if that helps them get in a flow. But I totally agree with what you're saying. You know, we have to get the shots we want. And Chris obviously can make that shot. That's why he is a big-time player.
And that stems more from the other night than anything else, because we saw almost a steal, and instead it's a 3-point attempt blocked by McKnight. Kick it out. You got a man up. Shoots it long, no good as the time expired. But 10-12, Lancaster down 2. We'll head back for second quarter action from the Expo Center right after this.
Anytime love is on the table, stakes are high.
LSN, in cooperation with Interface Video, presents Lancaster Golden Gales Tournament Basketball. The Gale Force is funded in part by All-Star Auto Care. All-Star, providing full-service auto maintenance and repair on all makes and models, including Mercedes-Benz, by a factory-trained master technician. Located at 283 Cedar Hill Road in Lancaster, at All-Star Auto Care, experience counts. Owners Rick and Pam Barnett extend best of luck in the tournaments. By Professional Screen Printing. Professional Screen Printing has served our community and Central Ohio for over 45 years, providing silk screening and embroidery services, along with a large selection of specialty items to also help promote your company, school, university, as well as golf, bowling, and little leagues. Professional Screen Printing, located at 742 North Broad Street beside North School. There's something new at Gary Sunoco. He's still your full-service center offering quality fuel, tire rotation, tune-ups, and major and minor repairs, but Gary is proud to announce that he is now a U-Haul dealer. You can rent dollies, hand carts, and local and one-way rentals of trucks and trailers. Gary Sunoco with easy access, located right off Route 33 at 1100 North Memorial Drive, your newest local U-Haul dealer. By Edwards Insurance. At the Edwards Insurance Agency, located at 650 East Main Street, they've been serving Lancaster since 1952. They can take care of your needs from auto, home, health, business to bonds, motorcycles, motorhomes, and mobile homes. You can reach Todd or Dale Edwards at 653-4004. Edwards Insurance, your independent insurance agency. And by Glass City Barbecue, offering a full menu featuring appetizers, salads, entrees, specializing in pulled pork sandwiches, along with your favorite cold beverage. Let Glass City Barbecue host your next event, banquet, or class reunion. For atmosphere, great food, and a location easy to find, Glass City Barbecue, 391 Lincoln Avenue in Lancaster, open 7 days a week.
Back for second quarter action, and 16 fouls on Elder here in the first quarter. And Jack noted at the break that he thinks, and you said that may pay off in the second quarter.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. But you never know, what's going to happen here. Now, Coach Schoenfeld has a decision to make defensively. Does he go to a zone or something different to conserve fouls, or does he keep playing the way he's playing?
The starting unit back in. And that's a charge. Oh, he had the arm up, and he was set.
I think they called it on Jordan Lucas
for the reach,
for being in there. Well, either the reach or
whatever.
He did.
Okay, that's good. I thought it was on Lightnecker, and Lightnecker was definitely set, but Jordan may have reached.
Yeah, and there's something wrong here. He's coming out. I don't know if he
contact
probably. Yeah, is what I'm guessing. Contact or no, it looks like blood.
Oh.
Yeah, he might have busted his nose or something like that.
So the foul called on the drive, and Lucas could have very well reached in. We didn't see that. I just saw Lightnecker sitting down in his stance, and it looked like he was not. And a steal on the inbounds. Boy, the Gales are doing a nice job tonight on their internal defense. I've noticed, just really sealing out.
And their hands. They really have good hands tonight. I like that. I think we've outplayed them. Now we're down 2, but I think we're okay. I think just like what we're going to do to them right here.
McKnight awkward as he faded away. That big 6'10" frame and just can't get it to go down. The Gales still down 2. Stop, little trouble there now. Picked up, as you said, I think that's one of the first time Rudolph's touched the ball tonight.
And Chris McKnight is doing a great job on Rudolph.
And there it is.
As I say that.
Rudolph, there's big player, and that was a big-time shot. Now the Gales break this pressure, and I don't know if this is normal for Elder. Inside, nice. That's what the Gales need to do. That's beautiful.
See, I don't think they can press us. I think, if we don't, if we turn it over, then obviously the press is really working. But if we just execute, we'll score.
We're so tall to press us, we can pass over, and that's exactly what we did there. No. They call a block on that, and boy, that's a rough call against the Gales there.
No way.
Wow. Lightnecker laughing. That's his second foul, and that's big.
Yeah, you don't want to see that. You don't want to see those guys in foul trouble.
They're going to take him out as Stoughton coming back. As they look inside. Boy,
he's in trouble there.
Stand still, Brent. Nice
That's
job.
It.
Now look out. We had a little break, but now they're going to hold it up. Nope, McKnight takes it in. That was a tough pass and a nice job by Carr handling it. Carr with the fadeaway, got it.
Nice job.
It's all tied up. And boy, I'll tell you, the battle right now, if you're a fan and you watch the battle between McKnight and Kyle Rudolph, both ends of the court, it's fantastic. They're giving everything they have. McKnight underneath doing a nice job keeping Rudolph. And Rudolph's a little frustrated right now offensively. You can see it.
Right.
He made that nice shot a moment ago. There it is inside, and you see it's just McKnight's so quick and so tall, he's able to.
Well, and Lightnecker's really given Chris big help because Caster's seen a 22 is not an outside shooter, so Brandt's sloughing to help.
Yep.
And it's really almost a double team on Rudolph. See right here, look how far off he is.
Boy, that could have easily been the third foul on Brandt. He got lucky there because they could have called that. And the Gales now take a timeout, and that timeout may be for two reasons. One, to talk about things, and two, to get him out of the game right now because Stoughton was ready to come in for him and just couldn't get a stoppage in play. Boy, 14-16 in this game, Jack, I have the feeling it's going to go down just like the other night to the wire.
Well, if it goes down to the wire, then, you know, you may have to call the squad for me. You know, I got to tell you something, everybody. As I am, as I'm doing this game, it's just, you know, I'm nervous. There's no doubt about it. A game of this magnitude, I'd much rather be coaching than I am up here.
Well, I think I said
And
the
I
other
love
night
you, man.
we talked about it.
You guys
I
are
understand,
great.
and it is a different feeling from any game you've been to. If you played or coached, it's a different feeling to be sitting in the stands watching something you love so dearly and knowing you really have very little effect. In fact, you have zero effect when you're sitting up here or in the stands.
Yeah.
And it's tough for any kind of ex-player, coach, anything
That's
to
right.
watch. And
You got it.
like I said, you watch these things and you know these guys and you know these kids, and it's very tough. So 5-18, the Gales trail by 2. There's been a lot of lead changes and ties already in this game. I want to note in the first quarter, McKnight, I believe it was Chris, was 3 for 3.
3 for 3.
And the Gales' other 2 baskets came off offensive rebounds. And so that's a huge statistic that wasn't seen the other night. Inside, and that was knocked off. And they're saying it touched him, but
Yeah, we might have got a break there. It might have went off of us there.
Hamrick touched it, but I think he thought it went off of Stoughton as well.
Uh-huh.
Inside, Carr fakes the 3. Now
He's
Carr's
got it.
left open. Count it. Oh, thought it was in. And now we got a foul on McKnight for a push-off. No, it's on McKnight. And, you know, I kind of saw him lean forward and wasn't sure why, and I think he may have got pushed in the back.
Number 2.
1-1.
And it's 1-1. I like that. I like the fact.
.453. And 4:53, Stoughton goes on the line. So, first one up, and boy, no good. Off the end. 4:50 to go. 16-14. Elder with that 2-point advantage, and boy, right to the bucket. The only problem, and you see it right there, they get right to the bucket, and then they're looking at 6'6", 6'7", and when Lightnecker's in there, is 6'10".
Yep, and that's something that's different for them. You know, Reynoldsburg had no size. Centerville had no size. They're a whole different team against size.
McKnight inside, and there's some of that size. Well, we got to have those buckets when you're in close like that.
Yeah, we've missed a lot of easy ones, but
Stoughton picks up the foul. Make sure he doesn't hit it, though, and that's a nice job. Number 22.
Yeah, that was a great, great foul because, again, he's not a good offensive player. And that's Marty Kirsting, I guess, is how you pronounce that.
Marty Kirsting.
And see, now they're going to bring in the shock troops again, and this is where I still think that we're going to make a run on them.